it. We struggled, so you shouldn't. Yeah. So in today's session, we will be having a look into another Tryhackme lab called Mr.Robot. So this one is like a bridge in between the basic and the intermediate levels. So when you try this one, after you know the scanning part and like cracking uh, keys and all, hashes, everything. After that, you can just explore this one. So it will give you an idea in actual scenario, in actual environment, what you are going to try. So initial pen testing part will be included and you will have an idea. So this lab is kind of like a challenging one and you can have more exposure into this. So even if you are a beginner, just have a look, just listen to it. You will have an idea after the video completes. You will know this video help you and improvise your knowledge. And also, I will share in this one the notes and a summary after the lab. What are the steps we have done and you need to be in phase of, like in current situation, like current knowledge, you need to be having the idea about what's going on in the field, right? So for those things you need to carry on around like several labs on Tryhackme, Hub, and Hack the Box. A lot of things are there. So, but everything after that you try it, you can like go through some walkthroughs, text walkthroughs are there, video walkthroughs are there. So you can have a look and you will practice. But how many labs you are going to have it in your mind? Like you can't memorize everything, so you need to refer to some summaries. Like after you once you try your labs, once you practice it, after that just have a summary on that lab, like by your own or already in my videos. I'm going to provide it now onwards, so that it will be easier for you, because every time whenever you have a doubt or something, you can't recall the entire 1 hour 2 hour video for that. So it's a easy way. You can go through like around 10-20 lines. You just simply summarize, this is the point I did then scanning. After that I found this particular http or ssh ports. After that I found the browsing and did the derby scanning or the search or go buster, whatever it is, and found some subdomains. Then after finding the subdomain, I didn't have some access, so I need username password for SSH logins. So these kind of things. So you don't need to write like which commands you used exactly. Those things you can note down in a separate document. But this summarization of the steps, you just have it. So every time, like once in a week or something, you can quickly go through around like 10-20 laps in like around just 1 hour or something, because you are just reading around like what do you call the summary only, like around 10 to 20 lines you are going to read. Let's say pages, just 20 pages, 20 laps. So in like just like that in 1 hour you will have the summarization, because all the labs have a slight variation, because Tryhackme is like they have designed such way. So slowly they will take you into the phase how you can become an ethical hacker in a professional way. From a, even their motto is like that, because they wanted to prove like anyone can do this. So just even if you are a beginner, you can just try it. But by doing only the particular lab and commands and practicing on one day and getting all the flags and succeeding in the try hacking labs will not help you. It will help only to pass the try hacking labs. But in actual environment, if you want to sustain, you need to revise. You need to have it in your mind. For that, you have to summarize and you have to understand the concept, what you are doing. For this lab, I am trying to go through the SSH login. but in another lab I'm going to try on like browser-wise. So why the variations are happening? Why I didn't do SSH here? What is the drawback for me? So these kind of things I should have an idea, right? Actually, here in this lab I have already tried, and like SSH and HTTP were open. So I just move on to first. Initially, to log into SSH, I need the username password. Where would I go? So I tried on the HTTP and subdomains and did some searching part. So it helped me. So these kind of things are there. So after today, I go through this one, and I have done this. After 1 week, I might be trying on different. I might be engaged on different labs and all, right? So at that point, after slowly, I'll be forgetting these things. So that's the reason. If I have a summarization, I can quickly go through that one, just 5 10 lines. I will read it. Okay, this is the reason. This is what happened. So that's the thing you need. So I would suggest you to do that. And like always, whenever you go through a video lesson or anything, just have some idea or a short note on that one. And some points you might not know, like you might think it's a new concept for me. Just note it down. For example, like shell spawning, TTY shell spawning, and Python shell spawning. So what are those? GTF 4 pins. What are those? We may be using only one or two commands in the shell spawning or TTY, but why the rest of the commands are there, how it's going to be used, why we are not using that one here. So these kind of things, just have a note, so you when you have time you can go through that one. Okay, happy learning. So far I haven't provided the command list which I'm using or anything, right? So I would try to add the commands and my notes into Google Drive or via Medium or GitHub or anything. In any way, I will try to provide it to your from this video onwards. Okay, and also regarding the previous videos, also you can have it. Okay, so this I felt it's necessary for you all to have an easy way of learning. So I believe like when I learned, I struggled a lot on this one to like I go through around 5 10 videos for one particular lab. So and walkthroughs, and because each video will have a drawback. So like some believe in like the videos should be shortened, so they will be fast playing, and they will be synchronizing the videos like shortening the videos. So these kind of things are there, and the commands sometimes it works, and there are systems, and my one uh, can be like they might have used in a different way, and I might be practicing on a different. So these kind of things I just wanted to avoid. So I will be posting the commands now for your ease of learning. Have an idea? In case if you have any issues following the videos or the playlist, or if you suggest like you wish to follow some other concepts or anything like that, any suggestions, just comment me. So I will be trying to go through that one, and I will be, if I have time, I will be making videos on those concepts as well. Please do like, share, comment, so that I will be making more videos on this one. Okay, let me start my virtual machine. So here I'm not installing any local machines. So this one we can start the machine from the Tryhackme site, so that only my virtual machine is enough, Kali virtual machine. So I will be logging into Kali VM, and from there I will be running the OpenVPN in order to connect to the Tryhackme machine. Okay. So in this case I wanted to point out in one another, like kind of like a previous video, I think, I'm not sure whether it posted already or not in the playlist. For example, I made a video on the Cybersprite, I guess. Empire Looping or Cybersprite something. So when you like start a VM here in your local network, in the virtual machine, virtual box. So in order to communicate among these VMs, you just need to try the sudo arp-scan -l command, right? So it's because these VMs, whenever you started, it's going to be considered as in these VMs are in your local network, in the same network, so that you can try. So if we start our VMs in the virtual box, like 2 or 3 VMs together, so all these are considered as like in the same network, right? So in that case, you can simply apply the command like sudo arp-scan -l. Okay, this will scan your local network and it will show you the IP of uh, your virtual machine and the other one you are going to target and attack. Okay, next, also you can try sudo net discover, but I would suggest you to use the sudo arp-scan -l. Okay, and that's it for now. Let's move on to the virtual machine. So I'm trying to log into my Kali virtual machine, username and password. So let me open the browser and the terminal and a text document. So in order to make the work easier, I have already noted down some summarizations for you all for this lab. In that, for example, let's say, let me first start the Tryhackme. So on time when I explain, it would be easier for you all to understand. By now, if I just say it, you wouldn't get it. Okay. Mr. Robot. Search Mr. Robot and you will get this CTF challenge. And in case if you wanted to try it from Tryhackme itself, you can start this attack box and like every day, daily, only 1 hour is free for you. So like not premium user. Premium ones you can use more than 1 hour, I think. And this one, other than that, it's better if you use your local VM. Okay, and let me start the virtual machine. You have a walkthrough already here, so connect to our network. So it's showing you can use the OpenVPN to connect, and these things you don't need the like need to answer anything. You can just simply check. Since I have already done that one, I'm not going through that again. So in order to do that, I just wanted to let me increase the size and let me move on to my downloads. Okay, sudo openvpn. You can see the command is already there. Sudo openvpn acon, whatever it is. It's you can download the openvpn file from the Tryhack. Okay, you can see it here. I have shown you the steps itself. Okay, you can see download my config file. This is from Tryhackme. You can click on this page, access page, and you can download. You can see here. If you wanted, I can show you. Let's see. See in the right side, download config file. Okay. So after you download it, you can see here it would be started. For now, it's showing no connection, right? Not connected. Why? because I didn't start the OpenVPN yet. See, from the terminal, I have copied this command, so later on I can provide this to you. Or meanwhile, if you, in case if you are trying together with me, so it will be easy for you if I post it here. Okay, sudo openvpn, any names you can provide .ovpn. Okay, you need to be in the directory of the file downloaded in order to like execute the command. You need to be in that directory. Okay, I'm explaining these things slowly because even for beginners, I don't want them to miss it. Okay, so provide the password. So at this point, it should show, if it is working fine, it should show you initialization sequence completed, which means this Kali virtual machine is communicating with the Tryhackme. Let's check our virtual machine here. Internal virtual IP is not yet set. Maybe I need to start my machine here. Okay. So still there is no IP shown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the next task. You can see hack the machine. So if you see a symbol like this, green color, two lines like that, it means that particular task has a virtual machine or something to be started. So here you can see this, right? So start, click on it and start. So it's showing starting your machine. Okay. So if I scroll up, here I can see a target IP. It will show after the countdown, there will be IP. So that is the IP of the machine which we are going to try to hack. Okay. And I can see, since I'm using a premium version of Tryhackme, I have 2 hours. In case if you are viewing it like without premium version as a guest, you can see only 1 hour left for you, and also like around 20 minutes or 10 minutes. At that time, you can click on this add 1 hour button, and it will add 1 more hour to it. Like several times before the time expires, try to add. Okay, better like uh, 5-10 minutes like that, or 15 minutes you can add. So target IP we have obtained, you can see. So I'm copying it, and also let's see, refreshing this one. Me reload the page. Okay, instead of refreshing, I think if I click on the refresh button, I would be left without IP. So it's showing not connected yet. Internal virtual IP is not shown. Let's see why. And 49.142.71, right? So let me refresh here. Open VPN access details. Now refresh. Let's see whether we can reach it on 142.71. Okay, it's 142.71. I copied. Let's see. It should show the IP there in the access page. I'm not sure why it's not showing. We'll see. Since it's not the point of our lesson, I am not digging deep into the. As always, I just open 2-3 terminals together by going to the session, new tab. Okay, so I'm in the downloads folder. How I went? CD space downloads and right arrow, it will autocomplete. Okay, so our next step, going to check our IP. So this Ethernet 0 is showing 10.023, which is my own IP address of the Kali virtual machine. But the tunnel 0, TUN 0, it has an IP. This is the IP where Tryhackme and my machine, my VM is going to communicate. So whenever I wanted to specify a receiving IP, I need to use this tunnel 0 IP. Okay. So Tryhackme sees me from this tunnel 0 IP only. Okay. TUN0 is like tunnel 0. So I'm copying this IP, Control Shift C in terminal. Okay. And writing my IP. Okay. And target IP. Target IP is what we copied here. Okay. 1049.142.71. Now I'm copying the target IP. So our first step is we don't need to do the sudo arp-scan here because we didn't start a local machine, local virtual machine. We didn't start, right? Only my Kali VM is there. So first step, I need to do the nmap scanning. Nmap -s t -v. So st is like TCP scan, -v is like verbose, like in detail it will provide me like more details kind of thing, verbose. Okay. So Control Shift V for the IP. I'm copying and pasting. Okay, let me enter. So here you can see the SSH port, HTTP port, and HTTPS are open, but it didn't provide the version, and we did only the basic nmap scanning. So in our playlist by the time when I'm making the video, I didn't post the nmap videos yet. Okay, so it's a big concept, and like not big, I am saying like it has many other options like st, sv, sc kind of things are there. So which means like these are called switches. So based on our need, we can use the particular switch and utilize. Okay, so the output will be like provided according to the switches we used. So it has a separate lab on Tryhackme. Yeah, those I will post it later. Yet I didn't make a video on that one. That's why I will try to make that one as well. By now, I'm trying to do this one, and so that you will have an idea on like in actual environment when you get an IP, what are you going to do? Okay. So HTTP is like whenever you see the HTTP, it's on the port 80. You can try this on the web browser. Okay, HTTP traffic. You can go through our previous video on HTTP in detail for this. But before I start that one, checking on the browser, I would like to do further nmap scanning, which is SC, which is for scanning defaults. Some scripts are scan whether any vulnerabilities, weaknesses are there or not in this IP. Okay, script scan -sv for version scan. You will see a version tab after the scan results. Okay, and -t4 is for the average time speed of scanning, like it's not going to be too slow or too fast. So T4 is best, and -v as the verbose scan I told. Control Shift V for the IP. Okay, so I will post these commands in the GitHub or any other source, so you can get the commands. No need to worry. Okay, the scan has completed. Not sure why it didn't show us server details, right? Some other issues. Service detection performed. Let me check it again. Okay, so this is the complete scan. The previous one didn't run properly. It got quit. You can see, right? There's not much information here. Again, I did the same command and I waited. So it shows, sorry. So it shows ports SSH, HTTP and 443 are open, and then it's showing individually it's scanning. So as always, I will be copying the important stuff. So Control Shift C, so SSH, because I'm approaching this like if I didn't know this lab or if I haven't tried this before, what I would do. Okay, just for demonstration purpose. Actually, I don't need the SSH for this lab because I have already done this one. But when you are trying, you just need to know, right? So that's why I'm doing it. So HTTP, it's showing the server Apache 1, and you can copy that. Fast, perform fast a bit, because like I feel like it's going to consume a lot of time. Like if I show you everything really slow, so it's better. Okay, for this, these are the information we gathered. So we can see like SSH, and it's using Open SSH. Later there will be a lab for that, how to crack the Open SSH one. And for now, we'll go through the HTTP. We have seen the port is open. So what we are going to do, copy the IP for you, HTTP colon slash forward slash and IP. That's it. So this is the command. Hope you can see this one clearly, right? So go to your browser, paste it, enter. So actually this part is a little bit interesting. When I tried, like it shows some commands and like just for entertainment. It doesn't have any information. But in case if you're trying like this, whenever you check HTTP, you can try robots.txt subdomain. Okay, you can see here some commands are shown, right? So all of these are just like a video or some images shows up. Okay, you can try that. Like if I type prepare and enter, I will see some video, that's all. Okay, so just for your information,
You are not free. You are owned. Owned by your job. Owned by the 1% of the 1%. Owned by debt. We are as society. Between June 18th and 20th, we will take back over $100,000 and give it to you, live on Twitch, to delete the debt that holds you hostage. All you need is a code.
just reduce the sound since I don't want to hear the system sound. Okay. Oh, those are just for entertainment purposes. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. So, and again, it will ask for commands and you can try it, but no point. So what I would suggest you, whenever you get that command like this, HTTP, when you are searching, try after the slash, two things you can try, robots.txt. Okay, and next, subdomain scanning. Actually, robots.txt also a subdomain somehow. Let's see. Okay, so robots.txt is kind of like, it will provide you certain, on certain websites it will show which pages. One particular website might have several pages, so certain pages the developers doesn't want you to see, so they might allow or disallow those pages, and some other informations you can grab from the robots.txt. Okay, so whenever you see a HTTP one, you can try that one as well. Or else if you scan the subdomain, you can see there as well robots.txt. Okay, so I tried robots.txt, zooming, so you can see user agent is okay, and we are seeing fsociety.dic and key one of three.text. For example, in this lab, Tryhackme lab, they are focusing on getting three keys. Okay, in certain locations, they have hidden these keys. You just need to take it and provide it into this website, Tryhackme lab. Okay, in order to pass what is key one, key two, key three. But these are for like, again, it's for entertainment. So just like they wanted you to understand the concept only, how you are reaching. Like their purpose is letting you know whether you are trying robots.txt or not. They wanted to understand that one. So I just tried and I'm getting the key one. Okay. So let's see. Copy this one. Copy this key one. And in order to get the IP. And instead of the robots.txt, I'm pasting this one. Okay, key one of three.txt. So what I'm getting after entering, I'm seeing a list of numbers and like alphabets, right? So I can copy this key and go to the site and paste it. Since I have already done this one, it's not going to show me the exact one, but you can see the key, right? 0734, like that. Let's confirm. 0734, you can see. So that's the first key. It's fine. After that, what we are seeing is fsociety.dic. So I'm copying that one, and since when you see this kind of like text or something, just scroll down and see whether the web page is having anything downwards, like to see any other pages or information. Okay. So now again, I'm erasing the key and pasting fsociety.dic. Okay. Enter. Okay. So it's kind of like a lot of words are there. So in hacking, we use some kind of like word list. Why? When we wanted to grab some uh, passwords or usernames, we can use the word list and we can use this word list in order to find some like check usernames. So let's say if I provide these five words, so one by one it will check in a website for the username true is working or not, false is working or not. Then wiki or from these words one by one it will check whether the username is working or not, and it will find me the if the username matches, it will show me yeah it worked. Okay, but here in this case it has around like 5 lakh words in this page, as I previously checked, and when cracking that one it's really hard. So for demo purposes I have simplified around like I just copied like 10-15 words, and I already included the password and username inside this, and I demonstrated the things. Okay, otherwise it's hard, like it will take around, I will show you how long it took me to, like when I try to do it with the Hydra, it took a long time to crack, like around 4 hours or 2 hours something. So for video I'm not doing it again. Okay, so let's see. So now we have a word list. Okay, address, form, key one. Okay. Let's move on next. Okay, so after the robots.txt and the details, next we can do a scan, domain scan. Okay, a subdomain scan. Okay, just remember the word for y'all every time when you wanted to scan through this one. Just remember a jargon like this. uh, Just this is just a jargon. It has nothing to deal with like what we are going to do, but just for remembering purposes. Okay, so when you are trying to go through with like around checking HTTP one, there is a tool called derp. So derp, in the sense, I just use the disturb word, so I will remember the derp, and also der search, also der buster. All these are similar software, similar tools. Okay, this will scan for what are the subdomains after the IP, what are the subdomains I can grab. So that's the reason we are using. And there is something called go buster, buster, derby, everything. In order to remember that one, I just remember this disturb keyword. Okay, disturb the site. So this is what I'm doing. Then knock is for remembering. It may be fun. So Nikto. Okay, Nikto is also a similar software. So Nikto hyphen H, and if I provide right, simple H. If I provide the IP after this, it will also scan for subdomains. But Nikto uses like very basic scanning. Okay, so let me show you how it works. Okay, let's scan for the site. I hope you guys are understanding this. We okay. I'm going slow because I just wanted you all to know this. See, Derby, in the sense Derbuster or Derby software tool, and let me copy the IP, which URL. Okay, Control Shift V. Okay, so that and this URL, when I provide, it will start scanning, and it's going to take a long time because initially it will scan the main right first level domains. It's going to scan, like for example, after this, like robots.txt, whatever other options, subdomains it can include after the slash, it's going to scan. Right now it's doing that one, but after everything it tried from a word list, what it does is like it will start scanning after the, let's say for example, admin it found. Later it again, from there onwards it will start scanning. So Derby takes a long time. So for example, you can see showing this one will work. You can see the different, right? So this arrow mark you can check. So audio page, it's having a subdomain, and blog page, it's having a subdomain. CSS is there. So I can just try audio. See, it's showing forbidding, you don't have permission to access audio on this server, error message. So in other sites, what we do, right click and inspect our view page source. Zoom in. Okay. So we can see some details. So here it's not relevant, but I'm saying, I'm just showing you all what you can try next. Okay. So it starts scanning. Meanwhile, again, I will go for the Nikto. Okay. Nikto hyphen H, Control Shift C, it's Shift V, sorry, to paste. Nikto scan finishes a little bit uh, faster. Okay. While it finishes, let me check whether my recordings are being saved. The audio is being saved. Yeah, it's working. Because once I was talking along and it wasn't recorded at all. Then I re-recorded. It's fine. So let me copy paste. Mhm. So these things, I hope it helped you all. Derby, and you gave the URL and Nikto-H. Derby also you can search or something. You can provide the URL and word list. Okay, just an option I just explained. So meanwhile, in backend, the Derby and Nikto are searching for the subdomains. At that point, also let me explain you what we are going to do next. After the results found, we will try from this IP, from this page. Okay, some important ones. For example, here I can see the second key was found in the /license subdomain. Okay, so when you load that one, and you need to scroll down, because when I did for the first time, I tried the license page and I left it because I didn't find any valuable information. It just showed I can't help you with the password or something, and I left. Later on, again, when I'm scrolling, I saw in the very bottom there is a key. So I just cracked the key and found it. So these kind of things are there. And what else? After license and robots.txt, and also I think this will bring you a WordPress site, WP admin. Okay. So don't think like I'm just checking on all the videos and like making content. This is like before I make the video, I just wanted to explain you properly, right? So where I struggle, I wanted you to pass that one without struggle. So that's the reason I am going through some references, and I felt this one WP admin. I'm not sure admin or login page. I forgot, but yeah, this page will show me a WordPress site. WordPress is a website building platform. Okay, WordPress. So like whenever you see some website, all those websites are sold out from uh, some companies. So WordPress is one of it. Okay. So from WordPress, this website will be hosted, and this login, when you log in, you can log in as a admin for that page, and you can edit contents, everything. Okay. So these are just for explanations. Let's go back and check the search. Okay, you can see here. So Derby has searched a lot. Derby and the site is simple, right? So everything comes up with this admin page is there, and why is happening? Audio, block, CSS, and images page, and a lot of pages. Okay, everything starts with this plus icon. It's like you can avoid it. Okay, I'm wondering why the robots.txt is also having that way. Okay, let me check that one later. Okay, since we need a robots.txt. Okay, so maybe it's pointing out with the arrow like interesting stuffs, login pages or something specific ones. And plus icon is also showing some other sites. You can see the command, right? 200 OK for response mean the website is working fine. The HTTP in detail video I have already pointed out. Okay, so it means yeah, robots.txt is working. That's why it gets the code HTTP code 200. Okay, so after getting, you can see until here it scanned for the first subdomain after the IP slash. So first of all, it found this /0, right? So next, what it's going to do is going to search for this after this 0 slash. It's going to check. Maybe that's the reason it's pointing us this arrow, which means it has these pages. Admin page has further subdomains after the slash. So that's the reason. But robots.txt is the end of that, right? Okay, now I understand that concept. Okay. So robots.txt is showing only plus because that's the site. After press slash, there is nothing. But in video page, after the slash, or in admin page after the slash, it has several other subdomains. So here also after this 0 slash, it has many subdomains. That's the reason it's showing an arrow, which means it's going to scan afterwards for that subdomains. You can see now it's scanning, entering directory of 0, and it's going to scan further for those. Okay, so here also index.php, these kind of things are there, and again it's showing in directory feed after the 0 feed, and again it will scan for this. So this is the reason why Derby takes a long time to scan and complete. So we don't need to go for that much, right? Since this is a demo purpose one, I don't need to wait for that much. So in Nikto, I can see admin page, readme image, links, license.txt. So this is where I told I took the license. Okay, and WP login. So let's see what's there. License file found may identify site software. Okay. So we are going to check this one. So I'm noting down whichever the output is interesting or which grabs my attention. So next, WP login, cookie, WordPress test cookie, creator without flag. Okay. WP login, admin login page section found. Okay. So that one also interesting. I'm not pretending I'm okay. Hope lab before I make it. So I know it's going to be like WP login. To check. So meanwhile these scans are going on. I'm going to try this license.txt. Copy, go to the site and backspace. You can see after the IP, I'm going to paste the license.txt. What I'm making a mistake is like I copied with the slash. Okay, and already there was a slash. So better only one it should be. So these kind of mistakes don't make. And this is the page I was talking about. Let me check before the okay, one more time. You can see here what you do, just full code. Since when did you become a script kiddie? Okay, after reading this I felt like really disappointing and I just moved on, but I didn't notice I can scroll down here. Okay, this happened after like 2-3 times. It's like where I'm stuck, and I just scroll down and I found this one. Okay, so I copied. Again, it's kind of a key, and then you can read here. Do you want password or something? Okay, it's showing a password or something. So let me finish this. And whenever you get some alphabet or alphanumeric characters, something, it could be a hash value, MD5 value, or something. So you can crack it with John the Ripper or Hashcat, or a simplified way is like crackstation.net or cyberchef.net. Okay, so let's go there. Let me try cyberchef.org. Sorry, and crackstation. Okay, I will provide all these links. So cyberchef, it's like when you find the hash value or anything, or any crypto key, like SSH keys, public key or private key RSA, you can type. So once you paste it, if you found this icon like this, you can click on that. If it is available, it will use this website. You can see several algorithms are there. Okay, we don't know which algorithm fits. So it will check if it is available on anything. We can click on this one, we can find. So okay, great. So initially it worked for us in a easier way. So it's clearly showing a password, username and a password. Let me copy paste this one. So it's showing base 64. Okay, here. I think since these letters are very small, you might not be able to read it. Let me read it for you. It's base 64 algorithm. So here, in case if you want to try any other algorithm, you can check. If you type base, it will show 58, 5, 4, this kind of thing. So from here, we can, let me wait one minute. Before I'm explaining that one, let me copy it and paste the username password here. So it's showing Elliot, and the username and the password is this. Okay, now I'm explaining that one, the algorithm. So we can close this one. Okay, now the license key is showing, and I can type base and I can select this one and drag and drop. So if you like, if you provide a different algorithm base 32 or 52, you can see it's not the hash. You understand the point? Like exact algorithm, when they try to encrypt the value, we can use, if we provide that one, it will crack it. Okay, you can see here there is no icon also, that icon I showed earlier. So let me close this one now, delete this one. Okay, so let me try base 64. Base 64. Okay, see, it's showing again. So one by one you can quickly drag and drop and see what it shows like that. Okay, and it is. So for here, for now, we already found, so no need to spend more time on that. So let me copy it again and try. Crackstation is also a similar site. Okay, like MD5 or any hash value, or else you can go for the hashes.com as well. Let me, for the Crackstation, I mean, I'm pasting it and click here and check hashes. So sometimes it won't show. Okay, you can see it didn't show any, it didn't find. And here, if I paste, let me try. I need to provide the captcha. VRZZ. Okay, submit. Okay, so hashes.com, they provide it, you can see. Okay, so sometimes it works, some sites work, some sites don't provide it, so you can try multiple sites to crack. Okay, cyberchef, crackstation, and hashes.com. Okay, so it's showing Elliot is the username and this is going to be the password, but you need to try. And as I told earlier, when I'm providing a word list, we found a dictionary, right? We found a .dic file from the robots.txt, right? That file, it has around 5 lakh keywords. So if it is cracking, it will take around, like when we sample it, like with Hydra or anything, it will take a long time to finish. So that I will be making a new word list with these, including these username and password, so that I can demonstrate your how it works. Okay, so without further ado, let's move on. So we have done the Nikto scan and Derby. I think, I'm not sure it's still running or not. See, it's still running, so I don't want that. I'm just press Ctrl C and stop this one. Okay, you can see the Derby scan and Nikto scan. You can try it. We found the username password, so our next step is logging in. So from our scanning we found there is a admin login page from the Nikto, right? See, WP login. So let me copy that one, go to the site, and paste the login. Then the slash, only one slash should be there after the IP. 71 WP login. Enter. So it shows the WordPress site you can see here, and username, password. I will reduce a little bit. Okay, so here I can crack the password in different ways, but first of all, when you found a site, just try with some random details like admin, just like password ball, and username admin. So just notice when you provide anything random for the username password, what is happening in any site. Like it would be showing a error message, and is it check whether it's showing only for the username error message or the password error message. So is there any differences, these kind of things, just have an idea. Okay, so click on login. You no need to see error, invalid username. Okay, actually we gave a random value and we got the invalid username error message. Okay, so note down this one, we are going to use it to crack with the Burpsuite software. Okay, so what I used, admin, and password I used bot. So invalid username when I provided. So next thing we are going to explore, uh, reach our next like breakthrough footstep. Okay, so there is a software called Burpsuite. Let me check here. In Kali virtual machine, it's automatically you can find it here. By default, it's installed, right? So reconnaissance and Burpsuite. Open it. Everything I do, I'm explaining and repeating like few times in same video, because so that you will have an idea where we are. You and me will be in the same phase if we are doing that one. Okay, otherwise I'll be running in front and you might be dropped somewhere or get gotten a doubt or something. So it's better to repeat that. So click on next and start burp. So this is a community edition. You can see Burpsuite software. It's to capture some network traffic. Whenever you tried in my previous video, I already explained this. Just capture this one network traffic, and when you try to browse something, it will see what are the packets transferred, and you can manipulate the packet, and you can figure out whether you can like get access, or you can get correct the password or username something. Okay, so in community edition you can use only like, well, you can't save the work and continue next time. It's like every time you use a fresh like project. Okay, so start burp. Okay, so let me maximize and click OK here. Maximize. So basically go to the proxy area. Okay, so intercepting is what we are going to do, which is when I'm going to browse something, I'm going to capture the traffic and manipulate the traffic and figure out how I can modify and get my job done. Okay, so proxy, intercept, and you can see a open browser. So click on it. So Burpsuite is a very deep kind of like, it has like more options and available, and like more options and facilities you can use. It's a big tool. So for now, as a beginner or intermediate user, you just need to go through this, open the browser, and we can capture the traffic. Okay, so whatever I post here, whatever I browse here in the blue icon, Chrome, so it will capture if I turn on the intercept. Okay, so for now you can see in HTTPS nothing, right? Only the 404 error is showing. So if I click, it will show the request and response here. Okay, so there will be side tabs. You can check like this. Okay, so each request, web request on that site is shown like this. So since I'm not intercepting, it's not going to show me in detail. So whatever the traffic I want, I will turn on intercept and go through. Okay, so there is some other option called Foxy Proxy and all. In case if I wanted, see this is Firefox, right? I'm using. So in case if I wanted to use it from here to capture the traffic from Burpsuite, I can use Foxy Proxy. I already have it, but it would be advanced for you. For now, no need. Okay, just copy this website link, WP login page, get into the Chrome browser. You can see I'm just pasting, I'm not entering. Okay, so let me go to the Burpsuite, turn on intercept, proxy intercept, turn on. Okay, so this open browser is what showing in the blue icon. So I entered my site login page, enter it. Okay, immediately I entered that one, I can see a get request, which means the capture traffic is here. Traffic is captured. There is no response, only request is showing, right? You can see here. Or else I'll turn off intercept for now. Off. Okay. See, because if I turned on intercept, the packet is like captured. It's not forwarded. So that's why it didn't show. So now it's showing. Okay. In case if you want to see it clearly, let me start from fresh. Okay. Into the Burpsuite, and HTTP history already is showing several things. So let us clear it. Clear history. Okay. Yes. It's cleared and intercept nothing. So in the Chrome browser. I'm pasting the login page. It's loaded. So what I'm doing, I'm typing only the name, admin, and password. Okay, and let me try. Okay, so when I log in, like if it will be, this particular input will be sent, right? So for that, to capture that one, I'm going to turn on intercept on and click login. So immediately after I click, it's showing me what is the request being sent. I can scroll down and see this request. Login, admin, password, bar. So this is the line which we are going to use. Copy it, okay, and paste it here. So in the request, what we are using is admin and the password, okay. So this is the part we are going to use. Let me copy this one, copy paste. So this is the error message we got for a wrong username credential. This is the request and response going on. So here, what we are going to username or password with the word list, we are going to check which one is working fine or not. Okay. So for that, we will be writing a command called with the Hydra, with the help of Hydra tool. Okay. So Hydra hyphen, since we don't have any idea regarding the username. First of all, let me pause the intercept. Oh, it's fine. Since I'm not loading anything, it's fine. So let me explain the Hydra command. Okay. So the Hydra tool, I'm going to use Hydra and hyphen capital L and simple L is there. So if I'm going to use the password, exact password, I can provide a simple L. Okay. But if I'm going to use a list of password like keyword set, I can use the capital L. Okay. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to provide a list of username list. Okay. So what I'm going to do, mar wordlist.txt, which is the word list I made out of this out of the dictionary word keywords we found here. I just included the username password we got from the uh, what do you call it? The license page. We already got the username password, right? We cracked it. Remember here. It is the username and this one is the password. But for demo purposes, we can simply add it and log in. This one is fine. But in case if you wanted to crack and see how it works, we can follow that one, Hydra method. Okay, we can provide a list of words and try. So just for Burpsuite purpose I am showing. Otherwise I will just show you with the Elliot username and password and show you how to crack the username and password. Okay. Since we already have the username password, so let me show you guys the Hydra one later. Okay, it would be better. Alright. Okay, so I can add that method later. For now, I think we already have the username password. We can simply log in and finish this one. Okay, let me turn off intercept. Go to the browser. Sorry, right. So WP login, let me paste it here, enter, and we already have the username and the password. So let me copy and paste it. Let's check whether it's working or not. It should work because I already tried. Okay, so I have the access. Okay, you can see. So here I can explore many other pages, all posts. I can see media, library, so pages, comments, plugins, users. So alias and some other usernames are there. Also, important thing is in WordPress page. This is the WordPress page. Okay, view site. If I provide view site, I will be directed to the page we saw earlier. See this one. No need to close this one. So in this, in order to edit as a developer or admin, you can go to appearance. Okay, remember from the license file we found the password, username, credential. Then we go to appearance, and in the appearance you can see editor option here, theme, widgets, everything under that editor option, which is like a backend developer you can work on this page. So here what I wanted to point you is we logged in. Okay, we got the username, password, and you can see Elliot user logged in, and the editor option is there. So here are some options which the website uses. 404 template, whenever there's an issue with the site or unreachability, you will see this error page, right? So archive page, all this shows as php.php. I'll zoom it. Okay, so you can see archive.php, comments.php, everything. The command is here, the 404 template page. If I click, I can see .php command is here. So what is my idea is, just instead of this PHP file, if I loaded a different command set, different script instead of this script, so whenever someone tries a different page, like which is unavailable, like any other subdomain which is not available, the 404 page will be loaded. At that time, instead of the default 404 page, if I load a shell spawning script or something, PHP script I'm going to load in order to get the shell. Okay, so shell access. So whenever this is loaded, I will get a reverse shell from PHP in my terminal. Okay, so what I'm going to do, .php, I'm going to get the command of PHP reverse shell. So you can search from here, PHP reverse shell, GitHub or anything. So pentest monkey PHP reverse shell. This one I'm going to use. Mm, these are some other files. So let's click on this virtual. I can see the code, raw code. Okay, this is the PHP code. When I click on it, it shows. So I can copy it fully. And yeah, here. Let me zoom this one for you. So instead of that WordPress file script, I'm going to paste this script instead of that page. Okay, so whenever the 404 error page loads, it loads this PHP script. So here only one thing I need to do is this one. See, there's a spelling. Change the IP option, which is going to be my listener, where I need the terminal reverse shell. So I can provide my tunnel IP of the Kali virtual machine command prompt. Okay. So if I provide that, I will get the terminal there, reverse shell there. Okay. So the port 1234 is there. I don't need to change the port value. I can simply set up this 1234 as a listener. Okay. So let me fully copy this one and explain you all what is going on so that beginners will understand. Copy it and page 401 sorry 404 template. I'm going to select it all and copy paste. Okay, I loaded my PHP script here. Okay, you can see. So this is the loaded script. So let's go through this one and change the IP. So what is our machine IP, virtual machine IP? We already checked. My IP of the tunnel is this one, right? Tunnel 0 IP, not your interface IP. Okay, the tunnel 0 IP from command prompt. So is config, you can check the TUN0 IP and paste it here. Okay, I pasted. So this one is okay IP, and this change this, they are mentioning the port value 1234. I don't want to change it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the IP is provided, and go scroll down and update file. So what happens now? 404 template page is updated with our IP. So whenever this loads, this will send a reverse shell. Okay, for example, let me explain. From this browser 404 error page is loading. Okay, when it loads, it will send a reverse connection back to the Kali virtual machine we are having. Okay, but in order to get the reverse shell connection, what we need to do is, in our Kali virtual machine, we need to set up a listener. Like in this port 1234, listener need to be set. You can set a listener by using the netcat. Sorry about my writings. Okay, since my text pad is not working at all, so it's better to write with the mouse. That's why. So from the netcat, I'm going to set up a listener on this port, on this IP. Anyways, I'm using that IP. So whenever this Kali virtual machine listens, if it gets a reverse shell, it will provide us a reverse shell connection. So let's clear this screen. So now the template is loaded, PHP template. Okay, I'm going back to my terminal. Okay, so in my terminal, what I'm going to provide, I'm just going to show you all what is my IP. So this is the IP I provided. Okay, tunnel 0, not the 10023. Okay, this is Ethernet 0 IP. Don't use that one. Okay, this is the IP I need to provide, and I'm going to provide the netcat listener hyphen NVLP envelope. You can remember the word envelope just to remember. Okay, port number 1234 we are providing. Okay, because we set port 1234 there in the PHP file. So let me copy this and enter. Okay, so you can see here listening on port 1234. Okay, so let me explain you all this keyword. Okay, this NC stand for the netcat, and hyphen NVLP, N for no DNS, which is already we are not using any DNS. We are using the same IP, right? so no need for the DNS resolution. So then next V, hyphen V stand for version, okay, and hyphen L stand for listener, and hyphen P for port 123. You can switch this N, V and L in any order, but before this port number you need to provide this P, which means I believe like you understood. I can use it instead of NVL, I can use LVN whatever, and P 1234, but I can't use hyphen P in front and again like VLN and provide this 1234, because this port number should come before prior to this hyphen P. Okay, so hope the point is clear. So this part is there, so let's go back and check. Right. Okay, almost 1.5 hours. God, let's see. Getting into Kali, the listener is there. So when I load the page, 404 is there. So I'm going into the site IP slash, and I know, let's say hi or anything. Hi is not a subdomain, right? So when I enter this site, it will load. Actually, it should load the page 404. But in the 404 page, now I have done replaced the script PHP reverse shell script. So this shell script will be loaded. Okay. So I'm entering, and when I enter this reverse shell script, if I go to the terminal, it will provide the shell access here to me. So you can understand the magic happen here. So in that particular port number, the listener was set. So when it sends a reverse shell, this listener picks up that connection and it's here. So as usual, the basic commands you can try, like to confirm where your ID command. So you can see the username, user ID showing daemon. Okay, so daemon user is there, and I can again try who am I, the basic commands. Okay, and pwd to check the working directory. I'm in the root directory for now. And what else? ls to check any details like about home, these kind of things. Root is showing. I'm not sure the daemon user has permission to reach the root. Okay, cd slash root. See, bin cd can't cd to root because the user daemon doesn't have permission. That's why. Okay, so what we need to do, we can get the root connection by using spawning the tg5 shell. Okay, this shell has, like, for now we got the reverse shell, but we don't have full access, so we can spawn it. Or for that, what we initially, after you get a shell, do these three things. Okay, uname hyphen a is one command which will show you the version. Okay, if not, you can try uh, lsb underscore release hyphen a, uname hyphen a, or lsb release hyphen a. So in order to find which OS version or anything which one we are using, and also cat slash etc slash OS hyphen release. Okay, so these kind of things, these simple commands, like whenever you got a shell, just try these things. Okay, id command, who am I command, these ones I will provide this in my note. and I can see like it's showing Ubuntu version 20 or something. So version 20, I think it doesn't have that much vulnerability. So better we can try some other ways. So to switch user, or next step after finding this, you can find sudo -l. Sudo -l command provides you some like common with the daemon user now we are, right? So with the daemon user, any other possible like without with privilege, do we have any other command apps or any other commands we can run with high privilege? So sudo -l, you can try. What is it showing? Sudo command can't use, I think. Okay, require password permission. So sudo command, it didn't work. So next step, we can use find slash hyphen permission hyphen u equal s and 2 greater than slash dev slash null. Okay, so I will explain the commands so that you will have an idea. Okay. So when we try the sudo command, check why. So when we try the sudo -l, it's showing it's not working all out for the daemon user, right? Since we are in the daemon user, we couldn't try find slash permission. Find slash is the root one area location path. Then slash hyphen permission is like normal user equals to sudo super user. Okay, hyphen u equal s. Like it's going to search both permissions like normal user and super user permission allowed for any specific commands or apps are there or not. So those kind of programs it will search and provide it to us. Okay, and this part 2 greater than dev null is like to avoid unwanted comments or anything, it's provided. So when you enter, it will show in regular practice, just do it sudo -l when you get the shell. Try this one and find slash permission this one. Okay, both uh, both are used in order to find common programs with normal user and privileged user. Okay, so let me go there and enter. So it's showing certain program. Let's wait for it to finish. So from this we can decide which way we are going to like try to utilize uh, the privilege access. Okay, how we are attempting to further like attack kind of like a privilege access, how we are going to perform further. From this we can have an idea, sudo -l or find slash method. Okay, so you can see unmount mount su password new group this. Sudo, so these things we can avoid because since these commands are not working, we can't get uh, we can't utilize that one, right? And this one is interesting, like nmap user local bin nmap. Okay, ssh key sign, all these things feels like it's hard to go through, and sudo and all it's not working. So we can have an idea, we can reach the nmap to utilize and get privilege access like root access. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to reach this directory path, okay, by cd. Yes, okay, user local bin. slash slash, since copy paste won't work, I think so. Local slash enter. Yeah, it's enter. So pw to figure out where we are, our current path, and list hyphen l ls hyphen l. I can see nmap is showing, right? Permission. So what I'm planning to do is go to the browser, and there is a site called GTF Obins. After the sudo -l or find slash methods, when you found a program, like common program with privilege, like sh or python or whatever it is, to get privilege access, like root access or anything, or other user access, you can go to GTF Obins. Okay, gtfobins.org. Enter it, and this site you can search for other method: shell access, reverse shell, bind, or privilege escalation. So for now, we can just simply type nmap, and better to get the privilege escalation. Okay. So when I search nmap, I show this one. So it's providing shell access and file write access, file read access, inherit access. So anything we can use according to our need. For now, I need the shell access. Okay, I already have the reverse shell, and I'm already in a terminal in that terminal. But what I need the root access. Okay, root is the high privilege user. So I am copying this command. Okay, this one. I'm copying it just to explain you all. This nmap interactive, this command will provide me nmap. Inside the nmap tool I can enter interactive shell. Okay, so let me try to paste it. If it didn't work, okay, it works. Sometimes the copy paste won't work. Okay, that's right. So enter. So you can see, after I provided, you need to be in the exact location of the nmap path. Okay, otherwise this you need to provide the full path of this user local bin and all in front of this nmap command here. Okay, since I'm already there in the pwd shows, right, user bin local bin, so I'm entering nmap interactive. So I'm getting the interactive shell. Next, I need to spawn the shell by providing this command. For now, I could tell you, when I tried this command, it didn't work earlier. Why? Because I'm already in the bin and I'm providing this command. It didn't work for me. You can see. Let me show that. When I entered, it didn't provide me command not found. So what I did, I paste again. I sorry. So this also backstage copy paste also not working properly. So I edited how I did, pasted, and this bin part. Okay. Only since I'm already in the bin, I don't need to provide this bin path. So I just remove that bin path. Okay. So only exclamation mark and sh. That's all. So provide that one. Let me type it. Okay. I got the shell, it seems. There's nothing shown, but let me try as usual. After getting any reverse shell or shell access, try id command. See, you will get user root. You are the root now. Okay. Root user, you showed demo. You are a root user now. So who am I? PWD, the location where we are. So cd slash root earlier didn't work, right? Remember? Now I'm trying to enter the root. I'm seeing. See, I have root access. Then I can try ls -L to list down what are the any other explore the any other files are there or anything like that, explore it. So what's interesting is, like, before we found the key 2, we found key 3 text. Okay, so let me do the cat command and key. You need to type only. I think copy paste will not work here. Txt, and I found the key, the third key. So I can copy it and paste it over here. Since lacking time, like only 37 minutes, so I can click add 1 hour. See, updated machine expiry time. So 1 hour added. So I'm considering y'all are beginners and I'm just explaining that's why each and everything. So this is 0478. This is the third key since we didn't find the second key, okay, yet. So 0478 is found. Okay. For now, we did two things and we found the key. What else I can do is, now I'm root, right? I might be having the permission. Sudo -L will work now. Okay. Machine default entries for root in IP, TTY, pin. Okay. User root may run the following commands on this IP. Okay. Actually, root user can run all the commands. That's what it's showing. If you are a normal user, you will see specific commands which you can run. Okay. But since I'm a root user now, I can use any commands. Okay. So what I'm planning to do is cd/home, because I'm in the root directory. So I'm trying to go to the home directory to explore any other, like any other keys available or not. This is just for understanding. Right? So in the home directory, ls-l will provide me, see, robot folder and Ubuntu folder. So let's dig deep into it. Robot cd robot/robot. So yeah, no such file or directory. Cd robot, enter. Yeah, wd. So home and robot ls-l. This provides us key 2 of 3. Okay, already the lab is done, I think, but don't just jump in. I wanted to let you guys explore some other features of it. Okay, so cat command, and you can see e2 to see something. So I can copy this key 2 and paste it here. e2 to see. So since I already done this lab, I don't want to do it freshly start it. Okay, so let me go there. So our keys are found and the task is done. From here it's simplified. I got the reverse shell. Okay, from here by what I did from the PHP 404 error file. Okay, from this PHP, after logging in from license page, we found the username password. After that, simply I got the edited the PHP reverse shell script and updated the file, and after that got the access by reverse shell by setting up a listener and trying to load a unavailable site. Hi, like that there is no other site. So for sure I know it will load the 404 error page not found. In that case, while it's loading, it's not loading the actual 404 page, it's loading my PHP reverse shell script I copied from Pentest Monkey. Okay, so when I have a look into the netcat listener, I found I got the access here. And then basic explore methods like ls command, uname command, find command, sudo command, who am I. So these kind of things, and I found some keys, and for the but still I didn't get the root access. What I did from the root access, in order to get the root access, again I found the sudo -l and find command, and I found nmap can be run command with high privilege, normal user and super user. So from GTF Orbins, don't forget that site. So GTF Orbins, I search for nmap and got the privilege access code. I copied that code, interactive shells, okay, this command, and I utilize this command from the nmap path, bin path, and I got the root shell access immediately. So this is how the lab is finished, it's done, okay. But in addition to it, I just wanted to check, help you all with some other additional points, which is like capturing the burpsuite traffic. See, the username only or password only, how you can crack it, or hydra l, uh, hydra command. So these kind of things I can help you on, but this particular portion will be explained in this video or in a separate video, just to reduce the video size, or else I can help you with that now itself. Let's see, let me save this one. Copy, documents page. Hmm. IT, okay, now see, save it. Okay. And also let me open the file. As I told, I will help you with the commands, even, right? Hydra and all other commands are there. In the walkthrough part, I found one of the text walkthrough, which I felt is like very interesting one. So let me provide that one as well, so it would be easier for you. So, Mr. Robot, Mr. Robot THM. Okay, use this one. Opening. Okay. So this particular file, I will be providing you this documentation. So this helps you, but the IP might be changing time to time, because in middle my Tryhackme machine got expired. So again I restarted. So IP only you focus. Okay. So I just go through with the commands and show you all idea what we are going to do. Okay. So this is basic commands like nmap one and this one, and I noted this part. Then these details of the website and nicto command is shown here. Okay, you can consider this as a summary and additional ideas to sort out this lab. Okay, in case if we didn't found the Elliot username and password, we can use the alternate method, right? So for that one I am just giving an idea. Okay, So let me try to quickly finish this one because I think I'm taking a long time. So derby command nicto done, and this sites I have gone through and had a nicto output saved here. Next, go buster as I told, buster go buster. In directory mode, you can provide -u and provide the target IP. Okay, this particular portion you can replace with the IP of the server we found the target. Then W is for the word list. You can see user share word list. It helps in remembering this site because time to time you will be repeatedly using this word list. Okay, this path user share word list and the directory this one. So in this text file there are many keywords and it's going to check the keywords instead of this after the IP, like scanning subdomains. It's going to search replace the words in the list and find whether there are subdomains or not, like admin login page kind of things. Okay, same as the nicto, what nicto and derby did, gobuster is also going to do. Okay, this is dir is for searching directories. There are few other options you can google and find something and see THM remote host change IP. So I again restarted. Let's see something else. So robots.txt already known, and the key and this dictionary found, which has around like 5 lakh words. Okay, let me show you all. So I'm in the downloads folder. Okay, and it's iPhone L. You can see this area mrwl.txt, right? So let's check the word count. WC hyphen W. MR cut is what I edited. Okay, MR cut WL. I edited Mr. Robot word list. So directly MRWL words, if you check the counts, you can see right 5 lakh words are there, over 5 lakh. So it consumes a lot of time, around like for both. Only if you search for username or password, only for password it took around 4 hours, more than 4 hours. So in combination of username and password both, it's going to take a lot of time. So don't do that. Just this is just for practicing, right? So don't waste your time. MR cut WL. Let's see how many words here. See, this is an edited version because in the original list there are many repeated words. So I cut off, sort out the word is MRWL into store only the unique words, and it had like 1 lakh words then. Still for password cracking, I used a different word list I saved. Okay, like reduced only like around 10-15 words, which I saved as like test or something. MR test word list is missing somewhere. Here, MR test word list .txt. Okay, I remember. So let me show that one. MR test word list. Okay, only 15 words, and I have added the word list there. The username and password which we used, I just included that one. Otherwise, there is no point, right? See, This is the password I added, and username Elliot also there. Okay, so with this 15 words, it's easier. The work will be done quickly. Okay, Hydra can crack the password, and Burpsuite can do that one real quickly, real fast. Okay, so let's see. We have the username password added into a list. So for this explanation, we are going to use this mrtestwl text. And what I am going to do, I'm going to do the Hydra. Okay, and hyphen capital L, because let me demonstrate first. I don't have the password yet. I only have a word list like we already found from the dictionary on the site, right? So instead of that word list, I'm going to use this one. Okay, P. So if I press right, I will see the previous command which I tried. All the commands are in the document, so you don't need to worry. See mr is wl.txt. Okay, so from this particular text document, it's going to search for a username, and hyphen simple p is for randomly I'm providing ball as a password. Okay, so it's not going to change. It's a static password I'm going to tell. Okay, and the IP of the target, I need to replace the target IP which we are using now. This one. Okay, let me, maybe the IP hasn't copied properly. 1049.142.7.1. Okay, 1049.142.7.1. And HTTP post form is the burp soup whenever, like when it's tested, or else for the Hydra you don't need this one as well. This HTTP post form is what we found from our login when git request is sent whenever we try the website. Post request is for when we get a response from the website, and this part is going to check, it's going to omit this invalid user is the error message we get, right? And this portion wp login page .php is the site, and log is what we are saving. Okay, this is important. Okay, log equals user and password equal pass. So instead of this user, this mrtestwl.text document keywords are going to be placed and checked with the username. Okay, but the password is static simple p. So ball only used here. And hyphen t30 is like around almost like 30 passwords it will check at a time. 30 login connections it's going to check, so quickly it will finish. That's all. Default is like 16. I will share a, like, what do you call, a text walkthrough for these ones, because since these are additional information, later on we'll do some other lessons on Hydra and all, so at that time you will be understanding more. For now I'm just providing you the additional information. Okay, so Hydra tool used for cracking username and password. Enter and see, since our word list is small, it quickly finished. Okay, later on I will show you with the original word list. When I tried, it took me around 4 hours. So login Elliot found, password is not ball. It's just we just tested on it. Okay. So now Elliot we know is the login. Copy and go to the site. Browser, Chrome browser, and Burpsuite also I told right earlier. So click on intercept on and go to Chrome. Use the Elliot name, but password just provide ball login. See now it's showing a traffic value and forward all. Okay, you will see when you scroll down in the request. Elliot is the username, password ball, and it's showing you. There is no responses shown, right? You can send it to intruder. After intruder sending, I mean right click and send to intruder. After that, go to intruder and see Elliot and ball. Okay, this is the error message. You can see noticed here. So I forwarded all, seeing the request. Why the responses are not showing? I can go to the HTTP history and click on this get request, post request. Okay, sorry. Okay. Let me clear this one, otherwise it is confusing, right? So let me clear it. It's my bad. Clear history. Yes. Intercept on. This one also let me clear it. Intercept off. Okay. So I'm here and I can see. When I try the Elliot password, I saw the error messages. The password you entered for the username Elliot is incorrect. Earlier, what we got the error message when we provide username also like in a different way, we got invalid username. But now the error message has changed to the password you entered. So they accepted the username is correct. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to copy this message, error message, copy it, get into Hydra again. So by this time, here I have pasted earlier invalid username, right? Now I'm going to replace this invalid username into this one. It's not invalid username now anymore. The password you entered is incorrect. And the quotation -t 30. Okay. So hope you understand the same HTTP post form. Whenever we enter a provide a credential, username credential, it's going in the post form. Like it's going to contact the server and provide. So HTTP post form. So inside the quotation, before the colon, you will provide the login page. After the colon, you are going to provide which logs you are going to test, user or password. Then again, if the password you enter, the error message it's going to see. Because this error message is provided, so whenever this one checks, the Hydra checks with the username or password, it will omit that particular error message when it's coming with a different password or invalid password. It's going to omit that particular portion. Okay, so that's why we are copying the error message and giving it here. Okay, so only one last thing is, now we know the username Elliot, right? So I don't need to use the text file now. So I can provide a static username, which is Elliot, which already found. And instead of the password or I can provide the word list, mr test word list.txt. But here I need to change the hyphen simple p into capital P. Why? Capital P and capital L are used in order to provide a list of words, word list. If you are providing exact username or password, you can use the uh, simple L or simple P. Okay. I know I'm providing in-depth information on that because this just to avoid these errors, small errors. Okay. So enter it. It will scan. Okay. See, it's uh, just a matter of time, like seconds. It just finished, right? So Elliot is the username and the password. Since the word list is like word list becomes very small, like just 10-15 words, is completed like this. Otherwise, like if you have 1 lakh words or 5 lakh words, you will have time. Let me show you down here. I'm not sure where I copy pasted or not. Okay, here. See earlier, and also in some other references, they for the Mr. Robot walkthroughs, they are mentioning this dictionary file we found, the word list file. They are testing it on for the password. What I did is, like, actually I was thinking like that and I tried with Hydra. You can see the time 1744 to 1952, which means like around 3 hours it took for this when I tried, and it didn't find any password on that list. This is like around like 1 lakh keywords, unique words in that file. I shortlisted and I figured out there is no password. Only the username is there in the dictionary file we found. No password. So don't waste your time on that and checking it. Okay. Just for demonstrating. Next, yeah. So Hydra command is there. You can use this one. Just change the IP. Okay, when you are using. So Burpsuite, you can see the logs, how it's there. So Hydra tool I already explained. Burpsuite one is also there. You can utilize. How? Let me show you. For now, you know the error message, right? So quickly, let me show in proxy intercept. So login page is there. Burpsuite, let's say I'm trying admin, admin as username password. Intercept on login. So I got this. I'm trying to check it on HTTP history. Okay. When I click it, I see this one. This is the page, admin and admin. This is the line. Okay. Line 816. Okay. Just look at it. So I go to intercept again, forward. Okay, so HTTP history. Let me see. It's a post request. You can see. So request and response is showing 200. Okay. So scroll down in the request. I'm seeing this logs. Okay. So log equal admin and pw password. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide this admin area password list which I made, and then I can crack and see how it works. Okay, so just put this request send to intruder. Okay, right click intruder post request, go to intruder. You can see this one, we can edit it, or else the best part is click on this one, just select this area. Okay, log admin, select it and add this one. Okay, click on here. Before that, I wanted you to see this one, this what you call in the proxy itself. In the response for this, we have provided a wrong username and password, right? So in the response, if I scroll down, as I already checked, line number login 41 or something. Yeah, see here 40 login error, right? Is showing because I gave a wrong username and password, and I'm seeing this error message. Okay, invalid username, line number 41. Okay, invalid username as response for this. Okay, so I'm pointing you this because when I try to crack the username with the password list, username list, then the response we will check whether it's showing an invalid username error message or not. Okay, so for that again I can go to the intruder and I selected this part, right? Admin, select username and click on this add icon. Okay, now it's selected. Here in the right side you can add a file, you can load a file actually. So let's load the test file, mr test. Mr word list. Oh, okay, mr test word list. Okay, open it. So the word list is loaded here. You can scroll down and see it has the username and password already. I loaded. Since this is just for demonstration purpose, I'm repeating again. So this one is there. So I loaded the payload. So it's going to switch this highlighted area by add. I already clicked, and then start attack. When I start attack, it will try. Okay, click OK. You can see here. Okay. It will not show you whether it cracked the password or not. Okay. Only thing when you do it the HTTP in detail lab, we mentioned something like content length, right? So we know what is the response length, whether it's increasing or not according to the data in the packet. So from this length column, I can see, I scroll down, it's finished. I think the scanning because okay, only 15, right? So it's finished. So 40989841484048, these are content length. Okay, so just click once on the length column it will organize, arrange, sort in like ascending or descending order. Okay, so 40979797, whenever it had a wrong password or wrong username, it's going to give 4097. Okay, I mean for this particular site I'm saying content length. So when I go scroll down, I can see only one particular Elliot word, our username. We know it's correct one. For that, it's showing 4148. Why? The content length increase because it shows a different error message. You see, what is the error message we had? For if the username is correct, the error message is not invalid user, right? The error message changes into the password you provided, this one. So the length is high, the text characters are high, so the content length also increased. Can click and go. So if I click, I can explore this one. Just traffic down there. So Elliot is the username, password here. Okay, and response section I can see. Again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down and go to the same 41 line, line number 41. See, this is 42 and 41. The password you entered for the username is incorrect. So this message appears only you provide Elliot word as username. Let's see, when you provide yellow, okay, for that response, just check. It won't show in the 41 line. It shows invalid username instead of the password, that wrong one. It's showing invalid user. So Elliot is the username we can confirm from here. Next, again, we can close this one. Okay, discard. Okay, again, what I'm going to do, we are back to the Burpsuite intruder. Clear, you can see clear. Okay, clear all. Okay, what we want to do now is we can select the and edit the admin into Elliot. Okay, so log is showing Elliot here, but password I'm going to select and change and check with the word list. So I selected the password area. Again, click on add, and already our word list is loaded previously. So again, I don't need to load it again. Next, what I'm going to do, just verifying, yeah, it's loaded, and start attack. Okay. So again, it's cracked. Again, the content length tab only we are going to focus. So here clearly you can see the difference, right? Mostly is 4000 range, but the correct password is showing like 1000 range. Click once on the length column, it will arrange properly in ascending order. See this one. This is the password. So you can check the response and scroll down. I think here it's not the line 41 or something. So it's showing in WordPress set cookie something. Let's see some other one, like another yellow or something response. Scroll down and see better line 41. Let me check. Login error is showing. the password you entered for the username Elliot is incorrect for different one. But for this particular password, it's not showing. The content length is very low. You can confirm this is the password for that area. Already cracked the username password, but here I'm just demonstrating with. Oh, let me close this one, discard, and here also you can clear this one and you can close it. Okay, Burpsuite is a like you can turn off intercept. Burpsuite has a lot of features. Later down the road we will be having a lab on that one as well. Okay, so let me close this one, and same thing we did with the Hydra, we did with the Burpsuite, and Hashcat also there. So don't feel cracking. Let me close this one. This also closed. Okay, hope I already clarified the commands and all. I believe posting this notepad file would be helpful for you for your references. Okay, only thing you need to focus is the IP addresses. Okay, sometime like I'm not doing it all at once. Okay. So sometimes the machine like is expired and I had to restart the machine, so the IP changes. That thing only, just keep it in mind. I will be posting these details in GitHub or Google Drive on our Git site. Uh, and the links will be in the description. You can have a look. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Uh, Maybe it's like around too long, right? Sorry for that one, but I'm just going. If I rush into the topic, there is no point. Like afterwards, I will be having some likes and comments, but end of the day, the outcome of y'all getting the knowledge is not there. So that I don't want it. So even if it is long, it's fine. You can end up everything. You can conclude all those knowledge in one video, right? That's fine. That's the result you needed. The PHP command links, everything will be posted. And don't forget this CyberChef, CrackStation, and hashes.com, which would be helpful. These links also I will provide. Okay, guys. I hope you learned something new and in something advanced, like in hacking. Okay. So GTA 4 wins also useful. So yes, the lab is completed. Thank you. I can terminate this one. And okay, let me show you some other things, like a short note I just wanted to show you all. Let's summarize. Okay, so this is what I told earlier in the video, like just summarize and you will have an idea. So every time you don't need to do the lab and follow it and learn. Maybe this video is like around more than 1 hour or 2 hour, but in 1 or 2 minutes, if you read this summary, you can have the 2 hours of idea, right? Only for the first time you are going to spend the 2 hours time, but later you just need 1 minute or 2 minutes to understand this. What is it? The topic: basic nmap scanning, robots.txt. Derby does search. I told disturb. You just need to disturb the website. Remember. So Derby, Nikto, knock. Just remember the jargons. You will know why we did that for the subdirectory subdomain findings. Okay. Then Hydra or Burpsuite found username with license slash license.txt. Also we found the crack with help of CyberChef, CrackStation, uh, and what else? Hashes.com. Okay, password cracked from this. Fourth point, log into wp-login.php and check the appearance page with editor section. You can add a PHP reverse shell command to get. So 404 error page is what we choose. Like we can do it in archive page also. You need to reload the page, then it will send the reverse shell. So replace PHP reverse shell script there and update it. Then edit the IP before you set. Also, you need to set the netcat listener, right? So edit the Tryhackme THM means THM tunnel IP and receiving end IP. Okay, that is the tunnel loop TUN0 IP of your Kali machine. Then set netcat listener on the same our VM, not the target side. Our VM netcat listener by nc command envelope nvlp. You just need remember the envelope so it's easier to remember, and the port number. The netcat port number and the reverse shell script port number should match. Okay. If you provide 1234 in the PHP reverse shell script, and if you provide 4000 in the netcat listener script, listener command, it will not work. So it should match port number. Okay. Then reload the page or unavailable subdomain like /hi or anything. It's going to load the 404 error message and give you the shell. After that, generally, who am I? Uh, pwd ls, you name these commands you are going to try. So try common pages and try spawning, sorry, common programs, which is like sudo -l or the find slash. Okay, I showed the command earlier. And spawning shell with the GTF forbins, you can get the command, and nmap shell spawn command we found, and nmap interactive. Go to the path, nmap path, and execute it. Then that's it. Again, check commands and documents, root access, basic commands, this all. Also, you could have used Python TTY shell spawning as well from the GTF bin. So anything, you can find the command. That's it. So after the first time you learned it, next day or 1 or 2 days later, again read this one. You will remember this. Again, weekly, just have an idea. So that's all. Read this summary, it won't take much time, right? So by reading, you will automatically know these things I have done. Don't worry about the command list. If you know, you can Google the command format where what is the big command line. It will show the command option, and let me know if there's any issues or any drawbacks. So I will have an idea to for upgrade my